All right.
Awesome.
Hello, misfits and nomads. Step into the spotlight, let your essence shimmer and your creativity glims. This podcast is a canvas for your brilliance and stage for your unique talent to dance and dazzle. Embrace the realm of your artistry, the melody of your voice, and the power of your story. As we dive into the depth of your passion, let the world feel the pulse of your creativity, the fire of your spirit, and the magic of your craft. This is your time to shine, your moment to inspire. So unleash your talent, showcase your gift, and let your light illuminate the way. Welcome to a podcast where dreams take flight, talent finds wings, and greatness know no bounds. Get ready to captivate, inspire, and leave a legacy that resonates through the ages. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? My name is Blade. Um, I'm here with uh, bro.
Origin.
Or okay, yeah, my bad. I wanted to say that, but I got confused. Aura-Genz podcast. And yeah, I'm the Rager Man, and I got a vibe for you. You just gotta come find it.
Shout out to you.
Hell yeah,
Shout out to you. And how you been?
man.
What's the update on you?
I have been chilling, working, and like nothing else. Like, bro, I think the last time we spoke, I was chilling because I only had like that one job shit. But I wanted to take it up a notch and really invest in myself. So I went out and got another full-time job. So, man, I've just been working, doing the music still, finishing up the album. It was finished like a couple of days ago, but then I was like, man, I need to change like two or three things, and then I think it's gonna be perfect. And like, I really hit you up because I was like, bro, what if this album, tape, whatever you want to call it, what if it does good numbers? Like, I want it to be top 5 in Missouri, right? Because like
Mm,
going national, like chart number is like really hard. Like at least where I'm at. Um,
not feel.
but I was like, yeah, dude, I was like, I want to get my dogs in on this because um I think it's gonna do cool things, man. How about you? How have you
Shout out
been?
to you. Shout out to you. No, and even piggybacking off you said, trying to break into like, what you said, the top 100?
I'm trying to do
Top
in
five.
top five in Missouri, not like
Top
national,
five.
like,
Okay.
but top 100 would be dope. Like,
Mm,
that would be massive.
no, I agree with you. So even adding on it, shout out to I forget what it was. I think it's Gaia or yeah, I think it was Gaia. Uh my podcast was in the top 100 down over there. So, shout out to that.
Hell yeah.
Uh we started getting a lot more audience overseas. So we've been making some progress, even tapping into like recently you saw a bit of it tapping into like the music scene with our soundtracks and everything.
Yep.
Um so we slowly expanding, offering more opportunities. So it's been really good on our part. We're looking forward to dropping more content in the future.
Hell yeah.
But bringing this back to you, uh I'm also curious, like before we jump into the gravy, uh I also see that you dropped some previous projects as well.
Yeah. I dropped Blado, which was, bro, it was only supposed to be like a little like 4-track joint, but then I was like, well, I've got, like, me and Steve worked so much at FSP Studios that like it was just like it was a massive pool of songs. Like, so I just picked the top 3, and then I added, I think, 3 or 4 more, just because I wanted it to hold a variety of things, because I think that I bring a lot to the table, um genre wise. Like, I don't like to be boxed in. I think we talked about that last time and whatnot. But um yeah, man, I remember we talked about style, dude, over the summer. Bro, they loved style. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, you talking about this was a live performance, or
Well, yeah, I mean, like when the like even streaming wise, like Style was the top song for I think like 2 or 3 weeks.
oh shit,
Well, yeah, like um, just like when you clicked on my artist page and shit. But yeah, no, Style did.
congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Style was up there. What was it? Um, Scary Movie was the other one that did really well, and I think that one. I like how that one did really well because it's the outro to that tape. Shout out Steve. Steve did his thing on that one too.
Shout out to him. Nice. And did you drop anything else before? I mean, after the what was it, Play-Doh?
Um, man, I don't. I don't think so. Hold on.
Oh,
You can still hear me, right?
yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, cool. Um, no, man, I don't think that I did, but bro, I just dropped so much music. I record so much music. I dropped a couple joints with Salt Beats. Shout out Salt Beats. I'll be seeing him later today at the time of this recording. Um, but I dropped that, and then I dropped I don't remember if I dropped Low Credit Score before or after our last conversation, or even after Blado. Oh, Plus You. Check this out. So Plus You was gonna be on an album that I had. It was like all like alternative rock sounding goodness.
Mm.
But I didn't drop the tape because I didn't feel like it fit within the timeline. Like, I'm sure like I'll scatter the songs out or whatever, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's a really good tape. I enjoy it a lot. It's really vibey. Like, I like to drop tapes for the Vibers and the Ragers separate. I want to drop them together as one, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Um, but yeah, no, and then Busybody and then Heal. But those were surprise drops. Those are actually on my next album, Daywalker.
On Daywalker. When
Yeah,
you say your next album that you plan on dropping?
yeah, bro. The one that I want to do very very well.
So okay. And after do you so after all dropping your latest work, you felt like you haven't gotten the attention that it deserved, that's why you want this one to hit? Or you feel like go ahead.
I honestly think that, bro. I think that I've been getting the eye of the people more within like the little realm that I'm in, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I really just I think Daywalker is gonna do so well because all right, so check me out. So throughout the album, from start to about maybe the sixth or seventh song, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't stop peaking. The vibe just keeps getting higher and higher. Like at this point, like it's the rage, and I love the rage. Um, I haven't
So
really,
it's kind of like an elevator.
yeah, bro, but it doesn't have a top floor until like the sixth or seventh song. Usually, bro, albums, what I've noticed, they'll like start hard and then they'll go up to like track 3, track 4. And then they start to get in their little pocket. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
with me and with this one, like I wanted it to not end at all. Like but the way that I got it to turn worked into my benefit, honestly, I see, because you go like I'm not trying to ruin the surprises, but like um I want it to turn in a dark way before it turns into a vibe way, because the next album after Daywalker is going to be a vibe tape.
So you wait and say that again. You wanted to start off where?
Bro, I want it to start at a point like a point, like an impact almost, right?
Right, right. No, I got that part. But then you said you wanted to start off a negative way or a
No,
bad way.
no. I genuinely don't think that anything has a negative connotation.
Mm,
Um, until like track 8. Maybe before. I don't know. I'm not looking at the track list right now, but
no,
uh,
I was just trying to make sure that I got your statement clear because it sounded funny as shit. It sounded like you said, "Oh, I wanted to start off a bad way and then end up Bobby." I'm like, "Wait, you didn't say good."
bro, all right. So hold on. So check me out. So all right. So without ruining the surprises, right? All
uh,
right. So you don't stop peaking. Like the energy doesn't stop until
no,
until track 5, right? And then
no,
from there for about 3 songs, it yeah, about 3 songs, it just gets dark. Like the vibe's real heavy. Like very, I call it in my face. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
Um and then it takes another turn and like mellows out, right?
okay,
Which in my mind it leaves me room to work on a story and keep both the ragers and the vibers, here, because if I just stop dropping music for a select group, meanwhile I'm still doing myself. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. No, I respect that. I respect that. It does sound like an interesting concept. Um, and what was the spark of innovation? Well, inspiration for this project.
Okay, so um my real name is Blade, like we said last time, right? And
Mm,
bro, I just keep
yeah,
bro, I'm 28 years old. I outlive the Blade movie by like 2 or 3 years. So, obviously
no
not the
shit.
character, but I have been like stuck with the name Daywalker my whole life, right?
Mm,
But there was this one guy who he's now passed away, so rest in peace to him. Um, but he every time he would see me at these shows, he would call me Daywalker. And this dude has been was coming to the shows since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So just that always stuck with me. And yeah, so that's
R.I.P.
that realistically that's where the album stemmed from. Like I didn't have
Hmm.
any songs picked out for a tape like that, nothing. Like the
Mm,
universe really like formed this tape cuz like the artwork didn't even have an idea for it. And then boom, here's this and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And then the artist, um he like hooked me up. He sent me the background, it's just awesome. And it's also created a very marketable tool. Um like bro, if you lived here in Kansas City or in Missouri, bro, I would shoot you an invite and like, bro, cuz it's going to be an experience. Like
mm.
I'm doing a whole listening event. Like it's going to be dope. But
Uh, and
uh
that does sound fun.
bro,
Um,
I'm really dressing this thing up.
and you doing like a welcoming party for it?
Yeah, like I'm dropping the tape in May and I'm having the listening invite or the listening party the day before the drop.
The day before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'm only inviting certain individuals that interact and that want to be there. So like, I want it to be like an intimate thing. Like
Okay.
we're doing the listening event where it was recorded, and to me that's very like symbolic. Like all this energy was created here, and here all these people are. You know what I mean? Like It'd be cool.
No, I can feel that. You want your first experience of your release to be, around, people that going to truly care and like enjoy it. I
Yeah,
respect that.
yeah, bro. And also, like on the marketing note of it, bro, if you go to something really cool, wouldn't you go tell people that you did something really cool and they'd be like, well, what'd you do? Boom, you're here. Like, then they're like, well, what is that?
No,
And then they research
real
it.
shit. Real shit. I just hearing this event, I already having some dope ideas for it, but it sounds like this shit gonna be a fun experience, and I think it's a cool way to introduce your music. Are you planning on performing amongst the party, or would it be like a listening thing, like I just sitting around shit?
Bro, I'm still like letting the universe, guide me the way that it needs to. Like,
No.
but I do have ideas. I do know I want to have a microphone in my hand. Like, I know I do want to celebrate the release,
Okay.
and just like I don't know, I want to live in the moment. Cuz like I feel like I really never live in the moment.
No, I respect that. We can definitely talk more after this podcast. I got some ideas too, and if you like it, we could go.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to hear them.
But I would definitely say, um, I think the way how you going about it is a healthy way, especially, we live in an era right now where people being negative, just, people just showcasing their art and their love. So, I think it would be definitely a smart idea to first enjoy that experience amongst people that actually gonna, care for you and your art. Um, so I think that would be dope, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem. And bringing it back to the guy that you mentioned that used to call you, Daywalker. He sounded like he was your Stan Lee.
Bro, and you know what? Like, okay, so just in case we didn't cover it the last time, like I've been performing live since I was 17, right? So 10 whole years now of doing this. Um, but back then was so unprofessional. um, but this guy, yeah, just kept popping up. Daywalker. Okay, what the hell? Like, that's what's up. It's always good to see a familiar face, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and you know, he would talk to me about the music, cool, cool, okay, and then he would go do his own thing. And then like it just felt like a revolving door with with the shows, he would just be there. And even sometimes he would even come into my old job and, chat with me about the music. Daywalker. Every time he would approach me, and that Daywalker was very like predominant.
Shout out to him.
Man, shout out to him, man.
Did he have like a personal favorite out of your catalog?
Man, man, I don't even know, man. Every time he would be like, man, when we get new music, I'm like, man, it's coming. He's like, all right, well, when it comes out, send it to me. All right, cool, gotcha. Like, um, but man, he enjoyed all the music, man. He like, I'm not the only artist from St. Joe, but man, he loved all the St. Joe artists, man. Always came out, always showed love. And I think that's what made him so unique as well. But yeah, I don't know about a personal favorite because I think he liked it all.
No. No, I was just saying out of your catalog when he was showing up to your performance.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't even know, man. He was in front of the stage most of the time, but I'm
Okay.
yeah.
So y'all never got a chance to sit down and talk about your music.
Nah, because I was always either at a
Okay.
job or I was at a show, and like, bro, like a lot of people, they don't understand um, like what it's like to like be in the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, I feel like I'm constantly moving. Like,
Mm.
it's not till like the next day that I process what the hell went on.
No, I understand it. It's you know correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's similar to being like a content creator, but while
Yeah.
you at the present, you already planning for the future, your next step and all that shit.
Yeah.
No, I understand it. And maybe the family might find that as a memorable, moment for that, family member. But shout
Right.
out to them.
Shout out to
I
him,
think
man.
that's, yeah, I think that's dope. We need more people like that.
For real, bro, because like he rarely missed on a show.
Damn. Yeah. That's a real community type shit. We need more people like that representing your city, representing your people.
Right.
Put your people on. That's a lesson right there. And it sounded like that was really a memorable moment for. Um. Also, another thing I was curious about. I'm not sure that you ever explained this, but what does um you know as your artist name Blade, what does that represent? Like the image that it holds.
Bro, um basically like hmm I got damn, that's a tough one. Hold on. Give me like a second. Like represent you mean like
Yeah, like, cause like when I think like you said, like Blade is an iconic name because of the character. Um, but now I'm picturing you too. Like now I'm seeing you in a Dracula outfit.
hell no.
so
But
so like what does Blade the image in your perspective, like what does it represent?
bro, I represent like a good time. That's
Okay.
like the rage type shit is like, you had a rough work week and you looking forward to something, bro. You looking forward to the rage. Like you're looking forward to something that you can release all that energy and just be like, all right. But I also, I'd like to say that I represent, the vibers, bro, because like songs like Goodbye with Lil Booty Call, Tonight, Queen Rage, the list goes on and on for the vibes, but like the rage is what I've always wanted to do. So like I've always said that Blade is like the new rage. Like we're going fucking crazy.
That's understandable. Okay. I respect that. So you're getting through the hard times by, vibing, you know,
Yeah, man, cuz like
being relatable.
yeah, like I can't like I always had a hard time like whenever I first started making music was making the music relatable and not so much about me. Like that I found a love for making like the vibe. Like I can't get the words to hit, or maybe sometimes I can, but I'm just constantly improving on the vibe of it.
No. All right. I respect that. And bringing it back to your music that you sent me. Now, quick question. Is these three songs, will they appear on your next upcoming project?
Absolutely.
And are they in order, or these are three random seven?
So, um, so Busybody and Don't Drink the Water are like three and are like one and two.
So, and that's another question. That title, Don't Drink the Water. Now, the title I got was Don't Drink the Water Master. Is that the
Hell no. Hell. What the hell? That's
And
not.
I was looking at
That's
this title, I was like,
no. So every time when Steve sends me the files, right? He
okay,
always puts the title and then puts mix or puts master on them
okay,
so that I can distinguish because before like I think we went into how I create last time, but like with this one it was like we got a mix or I did the song at home, got the mix, came back to the house, listened for like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. I was in the studio like a lot. And then I would figure out what I needed to do or what we could do with the song, and took it back, and then that makes the master, you know.
Okay.
But
All right,
but
no problem.
but the song is called "Don't Drink the Water."
Okay. I was like that. At first I was like, is it? That's a weird title. And then I started thinking, I was like, wait, did somebody get poisoned or some shit?
No, so
uh, but go ahead.
no, so no, you could go ahead. No, go ahead.
So yeah, that's what I was thinking at the time. I was like, wait, so somebody got poisoned or some shit? Or are we living in the medieval times? But when I was listening to it, I was like, that's not giving me the thought of like, poison or some shit. But that ended up being like my one of my favorites.
Okay, so you like "Don't
I think
Drink
it's
the
my top
Water."
favorite. Yeah. I think Don't Drink the Water is gonna be a banger. Well, especially
Oh,
from a live performance. I can see the crowd reacted to this pretty well.
you
And they can correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments.
man,
Um,
man, I'll correct you
but
right
go ahead.
now, because the last show that I did like a week ago, bro, I'm anxious. I want to start showing this shit to the world. Like, so I just started at 1 and went down to like number 6 and just did them all in front of everybody. And no, man, the crowd for "Don't Drink the Water" was pretty nice. Like, everybody was in tune to it. At least that I saw.
And how did the crowd react to so there's 7 songs in total? Or is
Uh,
more?
there's 10.
10.
It's
Okay,
it's
so
the
there's 10.
yeah, it's the first tape I've done with 10.
Okay. And for the 6 songs that you showcased to the crowd, there's two things I'm curious about. How did they react to the six? And do you record that performance?
Um, yes, I recorded the performance, or at least there's video of it. Um,
Okay.
um, and the six, man, like it. I don't know. I think it was more like weird for me in a sense, because like I had to like step away from the hits. You know what I mean? Like what people like from my catalog, like "Awesome Energy," and uh, I still think I did "Style," but that was only to make up time, because I would have did the whole tape. You know what I mean? Uh,
Mm.
um, but I just, like I said, man, I just went 1 through 6, and the energy just never stopped. You know what I mean?
No, I think that's also a good way to market, like to market your music and build hype, and then that might even like encourage like some super fans like yo I got a 10 inch, you get some exclusive shit.
Bro,
Uh,
and that's what I'm trying to do with the listening party or session. I'm trying to lean away from listening party, because it's more of just like a session, like it's the real session,
mhm.
you know.
I think it would definitely be fire. Um, especially uh collaborating with like other artists. If you get other artists to come there and showcase their shit too, that would be one hell of an experience.
Well, and that too, man. Like, I have hella friends that make good music. You know what I mean? Like, before we play the album, because like it's from 6 to 8, right? So like from 6 to like 6:45, we're gonna just be playing random music. Like, we're already gonna be set up as soon, like by the times the doors open. You know what I mean? Like, so um all my dogs, they're gonna get showcased. Like, Girl That's Rocco, he's dropping a tape. I think in like a week. Uh, bro, if you ever want to tap into Rocco's catalog, just start at Yellow Brick Road. Bro, Yellow Brick Road's beautiful. My bad, I got off topic.
No, respect. Shout out to your boy. But go ahead, continue.
Oh, you know, uh we're just gonna it's gonna be a night for everybody. I don't want it to just be about me. You know what I mean? Like I have to make a good experience for everybody. Um, and like I made a rule with this listening session that like if a female wants to come, she doesn't have to come alone because it's invite only. She gets a +1, a free +1. And this is a completely free event. I just want it to stay more invite only.
Okay. Maybe it could be uh be on like some artist shit. Like an artist can bring a +1.
Bro, I'm making it to where like all the uninvited +1s. I don't well, this is just an idea, but all the uninvited +1s is just $1. Like, bro, I know people, everybody probably got $1 in quarters in their car just laying there.
Shit.
Because I know I do. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely working. Yeah, you definitely got that dollar. But if, the job market, if you're hurting about the job market right now, you know that you scram that dollar. But you're right. A lot of people probably do got, 4 quarters at least, I would say.
Bro,
Um,
I might even take 50 cents for the gesture.
uh, would they be bringing their own food too? Or will you be offering like some beverage, let me
Man,
get the word, some drinks and shit?
man, I really want it to be just, bring your own stuff. Um, but like as for food, man, I don't know. I I thought about it and like every time I go to the studio, we get Chipotle. But I'm like Chipotle is probably very expensive, when it comes to catering. And and I don't have that kind of money, especially if I'm pouring it all into this album, you know what I mean?
mm,
So
yeah, you're right. You're right. So I would definitely advertise that, especially if you like how long you plan this event to be.
bro, to the public 2 hours. For me, it's probably gonna be like a
Oh,
three.
2 hours?
Yeah, bro, but
3?
bro, the album isn't that long.
No,
Like,
I'm talking about the event, the whole
oh,
event for itself. Yeah.
oh yeah, I only want it to be 2 hours because like with the album not being that long, you know, we're having it at the studio. So like if there was an artist that
Okay.
wanted to come in afterwards or whatever, we're not biting up, so much time. And
Okay.
they're anything's possible. There could be a show that night, you know what I mean? That we got to get to. So,
Okay. Oh, if that's the case, then yeah. Yeah. Just make sure that they keep it light. They don't need to bring in a whole goddamn buffet.
yeah, right. Well, that or, hey, just go get something to eat. We're not starting the thing until I don't know, like 6:45, Take your time getting in.
And clean it after yourself.
Yeah, facts because uh we love FSP Studios and we want to keep doing cool stuff like this. So,
Yeah. Yeah, so I would definitely keep it maintainable. And just make sure that people that you bring, if they are gonna bring some stuff, they able to, you be able to control that environment.
yeah, like if you're, like I've been thinking cuz like bro, I have the background of the album cover, right? And like
Mm.
I can do anything I want with it. Like I sent out the flyer for the event and all it said was want to come to the Daywalker album listening session at FSP Studios, da 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 da. Engage with this post and we'll get with you. And like got with everybody on the list and there's like a good amount of people. It's crazy.
Mm.
I was only expecting maybe like a small group of people to want to come, but
You,
no, it's a little bigger
actually,
than I thought.
which that's what's up. And also, like I said, that might be a perfect opportunity. That might be a new wave, honestly. You might have done something.
Bro, so do you think I should get a videographer in there then? You think?
That and use your guests too. Uh, on some business shit. Get them to live stream the event. Encourage them, like, to take out their
Man,
phones and live stream that shit.
man, I thought about taking phones away, but then I was like, nah, I can't do that because then the word's not gonna
Like,
get out.
if it depends on how you don't have to live stream like the whole joint. This could be like, hey, take out your phone for like one particular song if you want to promote something. But I'm
Right,
just saying, like, all them people who's coming there and most likely they got social media. Like, if you're trying to build hype and bring like traffic towards this album,
right,
it would be good to to use them as a community traffic and all chain reactions towards you.
yeah,
Yeah, you see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. You're on the dot, dude. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
So that's why I said I think you might have something here, especially if you do it right. So
Hey,
if you
man,
don't want to spoil the whole event, I would I would plan out particularly one uh song that you would like to market.
bro. Hey, if you ever want to come to Kansas City in the Maytime, you let me know.
Hey, I got you. I got you. That's what I said. You got something with this, especially with this event. And we living in a new age. So, you might be proving a theory of mine. As long as you got a small community behind your back, you might be able to do wonders with it.
Bro, if I can get every bit of these people in uh that engaged, man, whew, bro, I think, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I think that this shit's gonna do something.
I agree. Especially if you market it right. Like what's your end goal for this project? Like you want like people how you want people to react to this?
Bro,
Like you want people to rage with you? Is this gonna be like a really active you want it to be like an active impact on the people?
I want people to get out of their minds, bro. Like, meanwhile, like, hold on. Okay. All right, hold on. We might be able to ruin surprises. Hold on. When do you think this interview will come out?
I'll let you decide. I'm not in a rush.
All right, bro. You want to go in depth with the album? We can.
All right, but
All right.
we
So,
could definitely go in depth.
and then I'm just gonna let your mind wander until the album comes out. I'll
All
actually,
right.
actually, this is what I'll do. I'll send you the album the same time as the listening event. That way, in case you can catch that time, you won't be missing a fucking thing.
Yeah,
uh,
but that would
and,
definitely be nice. I
and
even encourage well, like I said, we could talk about this after pilot, but go ahead.
okay, so let's drop this the third week in May, right?
Okay.
All right, so Not Home is where we start. Not Home is like a darker song where I just I just gloat the whole time because I'm doing cool shit. Like for the first time I'm doing cool shit. And I'm on tours. I'm chilling with fucking celebrities, like not on like a regular basis, like, oh, I'm cool, but like I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Um and like I can't be at home if I'm doing that shit. So obviously not home. And um then that's where Busybody comes into play with Girl That's Rocco. Um what do you think about my dog Rocco? He was on that Busybody joint.
I'm busy, but I definitely got to question him on a particular bar that he used. It just made me want like, what the fuck?
Oh, what
So
is
why
it?
I listened to this sober, and then I got high. So I have so I got two different perspectives. Sober
All right.
me was already in a different space. So when I was hearing the lyrics, I thought this wasn't for me at first. But then when I got high, I was starting to vibe with it, and I was like, all right, I got to be in a particular space for this, for busybody. But the lyric that that just had me question. Oh, he said something. Oh, I wanna bleep her or whatever. Fuck, and I'm like, what the fuck? But
What?
when I got it, it was just the way I thought that shit was corny at first. Oh, I wanna bleep you. You know what I'm saying? But he said it with such confidence that just caught me off guard. But when I got high and I just want to bleep, I was like, oh, I think that might be his intention. Like, depending on like how you want people to react to it or whatever.
Oh,
I can see the crowd going along with it or whatever. That could be a moment. But I was just finding that lyric, that particular bar, just funny.
bro, hold on, cause I'm looking through his lyrics right now. You made me pull it up. All right, what was the bar you said?
he was saying something and he was like, oh, I'm gonna bleep her or some shit. But it
Oh, is it old head? Pull up with your pack. I'm finna beep you. Is that what it was?
is that.
Yeah, because he said 10 toes down in my city. I got the street view. Old head, pull up with your pack. I'm finna beep you. That's the only
Wait,
thing.
what's the rest of the lyrics?
Okay, hold on. He says, "Old head, pull up with your pack. I'm finna beep you. Might drop 10 on a mic. I feel like Steve do. Watch green face counting money. I feel like 3 do." And that's the end of his verse, bro.
That was it. Oh,
Yeah,
I maybe I just maybe I heard it wrong. I thought he was like, yeah, I'm going to bleep you. I was like, what the fuck?
no, bro.
But if he said if I'm going to beep you, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
bro.
I mean,
Rocco's crazy with the bars.
okay. Uh, I mean, I'm going to beep you.
Bro, he pulls up with your pack. He finna beep you. Like he finna honk the horn on you.
Right. I
Or
it
or
just
or, or maybe
if it's
something
is it
totally
supposed to be
different.
funny? If it's supposed to be funny, it's hilarious. But if it's supposed to be threatened, I'm trying to decide what it be threatened. Hey, my nigga gonna pull
Oh,
up and he gonna beep you. What?
hey man, you got to tell you that he's outside, man.
Right. That's why. Hey,
Cause
I'm
he's
just saying.
cause he's an old head, bro. Before the cell phones, you had to honk to get somebody outside. I'm sure.
Right. Hey, I'm not questioning his character. I'm just saying the sentence itself. If somebody sent you that or said that to you, will you feel threatened? Hey, my
Nah,
guy gonna pull up and peep you.
nah, bro. Because if somebody was trying to be threatening while doing that, bro, I don't
No,
know. I might laugh a little bit. I'd be like, what? Huh? What'd you
that's
say?
what I'm saying. So if he's saying if his intention is for people to find this funny, I think it's perfect.
Bro,
Uh,
and bro,
but if his intention was to come off threatened, I don't know.
hey, it could have a double perspective, bro.
That is true. That is true. But that was from my takeaway from it. Cause at first I thought he was saying I'm gonna bleep you. I was like, was he just didn't want to say I'm gonna fuck you? But that's
that
what I was finding current at first. But now coming from that perspective, now I'm listening to you saying that he said I'm gonna peep you. And I'm
no
like, oh, now I
no
gotta think it.
no beep like
Oh,
beep.
beep,
Yeah,
beep,
like beep.
beep you.
Yeah, because
Okay,
he out
beep
in the
you.
car. He pull up with your pack. Boop beep.
I'm gonna beep you.
Watch, bro. You're gonna listen to it. You're gonna listen to it after this, and
Right.
you're gonna
Maybe
be
I
like,
gotta
oh
be in a
damn,
certain
now it makes
space to
sense.
it.
Yeah, you
Maybe
definitely
I gotta
gotta.
be in a certain space for it. But from it's still a funny bar. I would definitely say it. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying from what I was able to pick out from it, it was definitely a funny bar. I think the crowd. I'm just curious how the crowd is gonna react to it. Like I said, like
Brother, people
I
love busybody
already,
too.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm already, you know how when the crowd sing along and shit, and
Y-
sometimes they get the words wrong. Like I
Yeah,
already mistook it from, going to bleep you.
yeah.
That's going to be my reaction. Just imagine the crowd. That's what I'm saying. I'm curious to see how the crowd going to sing along to this shit and see how they're going to react. Uh,
You said it don't matter how it's said. This is how I hear it.
it, I'm saying from my perspective. So from my,
Yeah.
yeah. But from my perspective, that's all I was talking from. I'm not saying that it's going to be bad or not. And then I think it's also leaving up to the crowd. perspective as well, and see how
Right.
they're gonna react to the song. And I'm curious if they're gonna hear something else. Cause like me just listening to it, I was hearing bleep, but you reading it back to me, he was saying beep you.
Yeah, bro, because
So I'm curious if the crowd gonna hear that.
I had to figure out who he was trying to bleep too, because if that was what he said, like,
Yeah, that's what I said. It sounds crazy, and that's what I pick up. So that's what I'm saying. I'm curious how a bigger crowd what they're going to hear, and is they going to
right,
look at each other confused, like, no, he said beep, no, he said bleep.
right. Hey, and then
So
and then
yeah,
it causes controversy.
right, right. So that's what I said. It was a funny bar to me, and that's something that I happen to pick up just me listening to it. So I'm curious how other people going to react to it. Um, I think it's Busybody is coming in second for me. Uh, Don't Drink the Water is my is on top favorite, and then Hill Dog Freestyle.
Yeah,
Uh
the heel freestyle. Yeah, bro. I thought
oh,
I
is it Hill
yeah,
or is it Hill?
like John Cena, how he turned heel. Bro, this is the heel.
Okay.
This is the heel freestyle. But like, um, bro, I thought heel would have like rang some bells in your head, bro, because like you being a wrestling fan.
I think I had to give more time to listen to it.
Right, right.
But being high, like my being sober, I was more paying attention to the lyrics. While I'm
Oh,
high,
okay.
I was more just vibing out. So when it came to listening to Busybody, that's why I got two perspectives from it. But being high, I wasn't listening to the lyrics as much. I was just filling out, the whole flow and everything.
Right.
Um, and especially that you told me that it was a freestyle as well. I had a different perspective on it. Uh, but okay. I'm not sure. It wasn't standing out to me being a first time listener on this three. Uh, but I was definitely. I think this was my first time hearing you freestyle as well. I think
Hell
so. This
yeah.
was different.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. So, um, yeah, no, heel's like a whole different side. Like if you liked Fiji freestyle, which like I feel like heel is like the evolution of Fiji,
Mm.
and like that's just how it was put in my phone. Like whenever we did it on the phone or whatever, it was called heel freestyle. So and then like John Cena turning heel, like it just aged like
Ah,
it just aged like fine wine. Like
okay. So I'm gonna listen to this sober and pay attention to the lyrics. So I just have to switch my mindset on that. But I
I
give
mean
it
there's
another
not
listen.
like I don't think there's wrestling like bars in it or nothing. You know what I
No, no,
mean?
I'm just saying I'm gonna pay attention to the lyrics and see what you're saying.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hell yeah.
Because like I said, when I'm high, I'm more like vibing out.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was doing with Busybody. When I was sober, I was paying attention to the lyrics, and I was like, it wasn't clicking with me. But when I was getting high and I'm just vibing out to it, I was like, this shit hit. So I think people, well, for me, from my perspective, it had to be in a certain space.
Hell
But
yeah.
Hill Dog, just vibing out to it, it didn't feel, I didn't connect to it strongly as the other music.
What was it kind of did it feel like an uneasy listen?
No, I think I just had a different mindset of because like I didn't know anything about these appearing. I thought you were just sending me three random tracks, but I didn't know these was part of an album. So when you told me freestyle, I thought you were saying it's like, oh, that's not complete yet. So I'm just listening to a demo.
Oh,
So now
no.
that
Uh-uh.
that's why I said I was in a different mind space listening to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you.
But now that I know this is part of a project and on the song, I would have a different perspective
Yeah, this
coming into it.
yeah, the three songs I sent you, those were just the ones that are a part of the rollout. Like
Okay.
Heal isn't on major platforms yet. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be next month. Um, but it'll probably be out by the time this is out. Um, but yeah, these are all just part of the rollout into the album, and then yeah, and then we're
Okay.
gonna see what happens.
See, and thankfully, I did say this a bit towards the end because I didn't get anything because I thought you just sent me three random songs. I'm like, oh, he working on three random songs, or whatever, or if it was going to be like three singles separate. I didn't know what I was coming into.
I know.
However,
I should have
yeah,
put something in that in like the message thing other than yo my bad because bro I felt bad that I
yeah,
forgot to send those yesterday. I was like, damn it.
no problem, no, and it sounded like you was excited. So that's why I didn't have too much of an opinion because I thought I was just listening to demos. I didn't know these was complete songs or whatnot, or you was debating on it, or that you had any playing with them. So that's why I didn't really have too much of an opinion right now. I was just really being listening to it.
I got you.
Um, from my perspective, I was just getting to know what your songs. I was just getting to listen to it and seeing the value. But now that I know they're part of a project, I have to give it a listen from a different perspective. But I'm just talking from me being a listener.
Well, bro,
Uh,
honestly, like you don't even like unless you want to, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you that you can't, but like the way that I dropped them is kind of similar to how you kind of got them. You know what I mean? Like I dropped them on YouTube and all plats, but I'm dropping them scattered, but I'm promoting them within like a 6 week span, right? So
yeah.
you know, probably the common listener doesn't know that these are part of the album. You know what I mean? They just know I'm promoting an
Okay.
album. You
But
know?
I know.
Yeah, you
You told
know.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you told me.
know. But they don't.
That's why I said. That's why I said my opinion just switched right now. So it's just like
But I want your
that.
opinion to stay is what I was trying to
That
say. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
until the
no. That's why I
album
was giving
comes
my
out,
yeah,
hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, that's why I was saying to make it clear, especially from the audience. Like I don't want them to think that I'm partially judging or whatever. Uh, but from the perspective that I was in, just being a listener, it didn't really stand out to me that much because I was in the vibe mode. Uh, but now that I know that it's part of the project, when I re-listen to it, I would come in with perspective and see how I feel and what I would rank it in.
Bet.
When it comes to Don't Drink, off the bat, I was fucking with it. From being a viber, this really just hit. Just me being stoned and a heavy bass, easy vibe. So I was already seeing. I was like, I can see people, fucking with it, especially if they under a certain influence. Uh,
Right.
I can see that, and I was
And
clicking with it heavy.
what'd you say?
I said I was clicking with it heavy. That was be out of the three. That particular song, "Don't Drink the Water," make me want to hit it on repeat.
Man, see, and like whenever I think when me and Steve were making Blado, because I typically make two albums at once. Like somehow, some way, I always catch the tail end of one album, and then I immediately start working on the other one, and then in between the sessions, like I'll figure some things out. But no, bro, I told Steve, I was like, bro, I kind of want this next tape to be intoxicating. Like I want the feeling to be intoxicating, and that's the feeling that I get from Don't Drink the Water. Like um. So I don't know if that's what you mean, like, or if you felt that way, like, whenever you listen to it.
Wait, re-explain it.
So basically, when me and Steve started working on a project, we didn't even know what Daywalker was at the point, right? And I told him I was like, whatever we do, I want it to be intoxicating. Like I want there to be a feeling of intoxication, like
Mm.
through the song. You know what I mean? Like there for the longest time, bro. Check this out. This is gonna sound really embarrassing on my end, but I don't care. Um, there was a time where I went to like my first party, and then on the way home, they played "On My Level" by Wiz Khalifa, right?
Mm.
And that song, like, I don't think I ever knew what it was like to be high at that point, but that song, bro, I felt a feeling that like like every single time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if
Mm.
you've ever experienced that, but bro, if a song can make you like can make you feel like it's intoxicating you, that's awesome. Like, so that was
That's
definitely the
interesting.
angle.
I see what you're saying. That's interesting. So you wanted to kind of be like have that drug effect on people.
Yeah, man, because like I feel like if the music can't make you feel anything, you're just listening to it. You know what I mean? I want you to feel this shit. Like I said, bro, the rage is crazy. You could have a bad day at work. You could have got broken up with. You could have got cheated on. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
you're gonna be mad somehow, some way. Somebody talk to you crazy. You're gonna be mad. You put Daywalker on, fuck it, and you just start screaming with me. Like it's
And
a
when you
out.
plan on releasing this?
Um, I'll be dropping it on May 8th, which is my birthday.
Okay.
So that's when the listening party will be. Um, if you're listening to this after the listening party and you came, hey, appreciate you. Um, but yeah, I'm really
Mm.
excited. Like I think this thing's gonna do some at least some numbers, hopefully.
And I think you definitely got it. Especially if you're able to get a community to chain react to your shit. Uh, and show a bit of teasers as well, especially depending on how you want. So with that same mindset, the way how you explain how you want people to react to "Don't Drink Water" as the project as a whole, how do you want people to react to that project?
Bro, I just want them to know like whenever I
Like
first
if you got to have one song to represent that whole project,
oh fuck. Bro,
what
if I
song would that be?
I think it would be psyched because actually no. Actually no. Actually, I'm going to as much as I want to say psyched because it represents the whole tape, like
Mm.
the meaning of it would have to be W Man's. It's the last song on the tape. It's like a crossing the finish line moment. And like everything that I've done fucking went through over and over and over again, it's over. It's done. Like, so W Man's because I won. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
And this is
uh,
for Sight.
no, that's for W Man's.
Oh, that's the name of the song, W Man.
But there's a song called Psyched on the album, and it's the craziest thing I've done to date, honestly. Um, you like the bass, so you're definitely gonna mess with Psyched. It's right after Don't Drink the Water. Like, um,
And since you are dropping some, gems, what order does these songs place in? Busybody, uh, Hill Dog, Freestyle, and
so
Don't Drink the Water.
so it goes Not Home, Busybody, then Don't Drink the Water, then Psyched, Complete, Heel Freestyle, Dummy Move, Night Show, Razor Ramon, with Salt Beats, and W Man's. So, like I said, man, the vibe doesn't stop peaking until 6.
And then what's that next stage? It
That's
calms
where
down, or go
nah,
ahead.
that's where it gets really shaky because you know I don't I don't write music about certain people. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
that's not who I am. It's who I can be, but I don't like to do that because like I like to make friends. But if, a certain occasion arises, don't like and I drop a song, right? I don't want other artists to feel as if that song's about them. You feel me?
No.
But and I also I'm not a tough guy, check me out, right? But I so if I were to say something about somebody, I would um damn, I lost my train of thought. Uh I don't even remember what I was saying. Can you help me out? I was so in the moment, bro, that I just like vanished.
So he was going on a bit. I'm not going.
Yeah,
I was
well,
kind
but it's like if I feel some type of way, I will say something, but I want you to stay to the bars. That's where I was going with that.
of okay.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, if I say something in a song and I think that I can do better than you and I vocalize that in a
Uh,
song, you should definitely keep it to
yeah,
bars.
yeah. The last thing I was remembering, we was also talking about you didn't want to come at certain people.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't want to, but
yeah.
if I have to is a different story. Like I was going on
Okay.
about that shit. I was trying to find the way out of that.
No, no, yeah. That was what I was saying. That's the last part that I was called. Um,
The shift.
but yeah, the fifth.
Yeah, after the downward shift, it mellows out. Like I call it leveling out.
No.
Like yeah.
Okay. So, what is the top three uh tracks that you think is gonna react pretty well amongst the audience?
um so I think Busybody did really good. Commercially so far it's done good. But I want to see Psyched take number one. I want to say Don't Drink the Water will take two. Then it'll be Complete. And then I think for the final one, it'll be Not Home.
Okay. Any particular ones you would be surprised that that you'd be like, how the fuck are you at the top?
W Man's. W
W
Man's.
man.
Yeah, man, because it's so different in its own. Like, imagine you're in hell for like 9 songs, or we'll say 8 songs, and then you go to the
Hmm.
disco, and then you like just float into the clouds.
Without being tortured.
No, 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 no. You're not tortured. After number 8, you're good. You're good.
No, no, I have a fucked up sense of humor, so I'm just thinking when he was like, "Oh yeah, you in hell," I'm like, "Oh, the devil letting you chill, no punishment."
Right,
But I see the vision. All right, it's hot down there, chilling, some disco. Okay,
bro.
and this is
Yeah,
for
bro.
W
No,
man.
that's for like that's just like for the whole album. For W
Oh,
Man's,
the
it's
whole
just like
album.
yeah, W Man's. You just like kind of floating through the clouds. Like I don't know, bro. It's so weird how to like convey like the thought of it, because like it
Hmm.
feels like you're floating through the clouds, and then it feels like you're crossing a finish line. So I don't know. Maybe you're like an
No,
angel in the Olympics. I don't know.
no, I respect that. And to bring it back to the earlier conversation when he was action should I bring a cameraman. I think for the like recording like the whole event. And then like you could clip it up like on some like behind the scenes some shit.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that would definitely would be a smart move. Another marketing, I would say.
Right.
And
Yeah.
when it comes
No.
to marketing, what's your plan around that? How are you gonna market this project?
I think I'm just gonna put some ads behind it. I'm gonna continue to shoot content for it. Earlier today, I realized that I have way more after the album comes out content than I do before the album comes out content. Um, so I know I definitely have to get some more before the album comes out content. Um, because there's really no plan other than just posting and continuing to snip it. It's more or less the big bang when it comes out.
Okay, I mean, shit depends on how you play your cards. Um, you know, it's all about the aftermath that counts. So,
Right.
as long as you get that chain reaction that you want, um, the aftermath of you marketing could be really
Mm,
good. Uh, but it sounds like you're not trying to give too much away. So, I mean, it sounds like you want to do something simple, like tease up to the event, and if that's
yeah.
especially if you're going to surprise them with like the live stream or some shit. Like if you from your end, if you just live stream like a particular song, that you like I said, that's why I was actually what song will you pick to represent your whole project? If you're going to pick one song, live stream that shit for like about 3 minutes, give them a performance, and
Yeah.
then stay tuned, and then or tell them stay tuned to the drop. Like, is that song dropping exactly around the event, or is it going to drop after the event?
It'll drop after the event. It's
Oh,
like,
they cut the stream off, and then before you cut the stream off, tell them to of that release, like, hey, if you like that, tune into the release at such and such, and then cut the stream.
right. I might have to do that. But I also remembered that if like we do get the amount of people that are gonna RSVP, like, because that's what I'm doing. They're getting the invites when Don't Drink the Water comes out on the 26th. Like, it's all sequenced. So like when they RSVP, that gives me an idea of how many people are actually coming, because don't RSVP if you're not coming.
Mm,
That's taking up a spot, and that's lame. Um
mm,
but I want to shoot the not home video in there in FSP.
okay, okay, that makes sense.
So like the people are going to be in a video, man. They get to experience this tape. Like I think it's a hit.
I think it would be a nice behind the scenes moment,
Hell yeah.
especially like if you get if you record the whole event, especially if it's like about 30 minutes or whatever, easily a merch.
Oh
Clip up
yeah.
the highlights of that shit, you know, that could be easily a merch right there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bro, yeah, yeah, dude, I'm getting excited by the second that we speak about it.
That's what I said. I think you own something right there.
Bro, I fucking hope so, man.
From what I was hearing from the three songs, especially like getting to know like this is part of a project as a whole. I already think "Don't Drink the Water" is gonna have a good reaction amongst people that's gonna be under an influence. And then you could market this to a song to people that that don't smoke or none of that shit, but they need something to stimulate them. You could market it like that on some like ad or commercial shit. Like, hey, are you not smoking weed right now? Well, I got you. Play this song. And it gets you right. And that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking
Like you can, yeah.
what was you about to say? What was you about to say?
I would just say you can really like, market the shit out of this project.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Like that's one thing that I've discussed with my team over and over again. I'm like, how are we going to like get this to the people? Like I don't think that just shares and likes and comments are going to do the job. Like we got to spread this shit, because nobody, like, okay, the tape is hard. Like it's hard hitting, it's got a lot of bass, it's got a lot of melody, it's got a lot of catchiness, right? So like this is the easiest market to hit, because nobody else is doing it the way that I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like that's the most important part. Like I hear about originality all the time, and nobody's really
true.
original. You know what I mean? Everybody's inspired by something.
Especially the shit that's blowing up too. The shit that's blowing up is not original.
Bro, but some you're right, but there are some cases like when Tommy Richmond first popped, right? This is to my
Mm,
view. When Tommy Richmond first popped, boom, brand new. It sounds like Pharrell, but it's brand new, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this dude on TikTok that I can't remember what his name is, but his song is catchy enough. It's like "Sign a pilot," dun, 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 and then he keeps that melody going, and that's got my attention. That I think that's super dope because I've never heard that shit before.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what Daywalker is, bro. Because like you got your Cardis, you got your King Carsons, you got your Rico Nasties. Everybody's dropping hard shit, right? Well, this right here is like a little side pocket, like
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Especially, that's why I said, depending on your marketing, you can also open up that door. Like if you want certain people to like engage with this music or like certain songs, like especially if they active or like in a gym playlist or some shit. Um, yeah, there's different ways to market that to open up that door for more audience.
right. And I worked out to the album, so I know you can work out to it, bro. You can do it. I'm putting myself through the test on this album. I'm listening
So
to it. Do it.
no, go ahead, finish.
Oh, I was just gonna say I've been listening to it in the car, my headphones, like on a walk, working out. Like you can do whatever you want. You can cook to it. You know.
I would say "Don't Drink the Water" would definitely be a cruise for me. I'm driving. Um, Busybody. I see that as more of a live performance thing. Especially, I would like to see how people are going to react to it and just see if they're going to, question the same lyrics as I am or whatnot. Uh, but I do think it's going to have more of a positive reaction when it comes to a live performance.
Hell yeah.
Um, I it's something simple and something too simple to ingest while being stoned. Uh, so I think that's why I said I think it could be like have a really good reaction amongst the crowd. Uh,
Right.
I think Hill Dog. I think that's going to be slept on. Depending on the where the crowd mindset is at. If they on some like stoner shit, vibing out, I think there's going to be sleep on for a first time listen. Uh, if they're in a different mindset, I'm curious to see how they're going to react to it.
Yeah, I am too, man. I've only performed it twice, but there, like the first time there weren't a whole lot of people there, but the second time people, received it very well. I mean, I had a lot more
Okay.
fun with it than I did the first time, if that makes sense.
Okay. Interesting. So yeah, it definitely we get to see the results on. But I think definitely don't drink. Definitely would catch the audience. Uh, Busybody. I think that would be uh if he was gonna promote that song, I think showcasing a live event would definitely work wonders for that song.
Okay, so because that's what I low key, bro. That's what I've been doing. I did one from the last show I did, and then one from the Christmas show I did, where there were good turnouts and whatever. And yeah, man, like hey, don't drink the water. It's cool. Like, and that's exactly how I'm promoting the album, like, and the drop.
I can see that. Hill Dog, like you said, if this is a freestyle, I think showcasing you going over this like in the studio or even like showcasing this at the party at the event, I think that fits.
Hell yeah.
Uh, don't drink. I'm curious, how will you going to showcase that or how you would like to showcase.
Um, well, like on stage and shit.
Well, how you would like to present it? Like you said earlier, you see it as like a cruise, like something to cruise to.
Um, I just see it as I think the people listening make the experience what it is for themselves, and I just see everybody having a good time while listening to the song. You know what I
Or you talk
mean?
about from your perspective.
From my perspective,
Yeah.
mm,
Like we would just talk about, well, from my perspective, I would just talk about Busy Body. I see that as like a live performance type
Oh
vibe.
yeah. No, Don't Drink the Water has a killer music video vibe from my perspective.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay.
That's what I wanted originally before I started getting into the other songs. Um, but who knows? I mean, hey, it could do really well on
Okay.
the album and afford a video, you know?
Okay. So, uh, two things when it comes to which, like, which song do you personally, or how will you go about personally selecting songs that gonna get a music video? And when it comes to, the live event, the project itself, how can the people invest and help you, shout that out to the people in the right ears. Somebody might hear that and be like, hey, I'm the right person for.
Um, Man, I think it really just like how I pick is what song does the best. Now, pre-album, like it's hard to do, but I always want to pair a video with the drop before the album.
Okay.
And then it's just a matter of can I afford it right now because like, obviously I don't have a sponsor or anything right now, so um it's all me, but that's how I typically pick it because I want to do a video to every single song on the tape and then drop it. But you know what I mean?
No. And have you selected the song that's going to represent? I mean, have you selected a music video that's going to represent your release?
Um, no, truthfully.
Okay. You still debating on that?
Yeah, because it could be Not Home, it could be Don't Drink the Water. Hell, it could be Psyched or Complete.
Okay. I'm definitely be curious to see what you're going to select. Um. Oh, and another thing I was also curious about when it comes to if you're looking for anybody to chip in or to help you out with this project, how could the people help?
Um, I typically like not necessarily pride myself on just doing it myself. Um, but I just like to do it myself, man. If people want to help out, they can. They can come buy merch. They can hit me up to buy some merch. Like, we're working on a website right now, which should make that more accessible for the people. Um, but other than that, nah, man, it's all me.
Okay. And definitely my advice to you, uh, take advantage, motherfucker. If you got merch, promote that shit. Uh, also, uh, it is true, never to be greedy, but also, if there's opportunity where people can invest into your passion, you know, open up that door. So
Oh
if it
yeah,
is, to buy your merch or something simple as to share your video or whatever the fuck, put that out there.
right,
Especially a lot of people is hard hearing as fuck right now. So do as much advertising as you can. You
right,
gotta remind motherfuckers. So always take advantage of that, especially if you got something going on. Like we won't even know. I wouldn't even know that you got merch if you didn't put that out there. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And that's
Um,
why that's
to go.
also coming like with the website as well. Is the Daywalker release because
And oh,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I think you were about
I
to
was
answer
just
that.
going to simply, I was just going to simply ask, would the website be Blade or
So it's gonna be Rager's Paradise, which is the little the little group that label whatever you want to call it. It's me and a girl that's Rocco right now. Um, we've been working vigilantly on this tape or this not this tape this website idea for a while now. and we're ready to get it cracking.
No, that was Richard. Uh, so you and is she your co-owner?
Rocco, yeah. Well, he's not necessarily the co-owner, not necessarily co-founder. Rocco's just my
The
business
co-founder.
partner.
Okay.
Um, he helps me out all the time when it comes to building bridges with other artists. Down to helping me with this album, just keeping me on track and whatnot.
Okay.
He's my
And the one that
dog.
okay, and then the female that you mentioned, was that another artist or?
No. Girl, that's Rocco. That's Rocco.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, because it's
Got it.
like, girl, who's that? Girl, that's Rocco.
So that's the whole name.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got to give me a heads up.
My bad. My bad.
That's funny. Okay. All right. So just to refresh everyone, it seems like what people can do, especially tune in to help you, is to tune into your live stream when you're ready to drop that at a certain time. Um, Tune into his beliefs. Share if you can. Sharing is free. Uh, Listen and definitely drop in the comments what song particularly stand out to y'all. What is your favorites? In the comments. Uh, and react to his music. If anybody that's out there, I'm pretty sure you can appreciate some YouTube reactors, right?
Hell yeah.
Uh, uh, and also to give you the floor, go ahead, shout out all your platforms. Uh,
Um,
Go
Not my bad. Shout out to FSP for recording some of the best music ever made in my eyes. Shout out ATM for keeping me busy, keeping me on track. Shout out Girl That's Rocco for being my dog and making sure this thing keeps going. Oh man, so many people to shout out. Shout out Rudy. Rudy C's Ice
ahead.
Cream. If you ain't ever heard of it, make sure you come get some because it's some really good stuff. Uh, Shout out to Spry Printing for the t-shirts and all the love. Man, hold on, give me like 10 seconds. Let me think of shout out Salt Beats. Definitely shout out Salt Beats. And shout out to Rager's Paradise and shout out to anybody that didn't know who I was before they listened to this or before they listened to a song. Welcome to Rager's Paradise. We welcome you with open arms. Um and let's rage, let's vibe, let's have a good time. And yeah.
Shout out and shout out to you. Uh, it was definitely great to have you on.
Man, thank you for
Uh,
having me once again. It was good to hear from you.
it was good to hear from you, especially hearing the passion that you have for this upcoming project. So I would definitely like to hear, the aftermath, how people react to it, and how you personally feel going on tour performing those songs.
Man. Yeah, because I think we're doing a tour in August. I'll be down in Florida uh in July. I was trying to come up your way for real, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on yet. So hopefully I'm up there soon.
Okay. What do you think performing it?
Man, I don't even know.
Okay.
Hope probably some little venue, but if you see me on a
Okay.
bigger stage, hey.
I would definitely say Philadelphia was becoming more international. So you're getting a diverse audience. So East Coast,
Hell yeah.
Eastern, I would say, is moving in. So you're definitely looking to open up to a diverse audience. Philadelphia is a market.
Hell yeah, I'll be sure to tell my manager that. And I guarantee that'll put us on this fast track to Philadelphia.
Okay. But looking forward to it.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
End this off.